Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome to a new video. And today I'm gonna be talking about tips and tricks for beginners. So whenever I started playing this game 2 years ago, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know what I specifically had to target or what I had to work on. The only thing that I was worrying about was my aim. But now, after playing this game for 2 years, I really know what to concentrate on and how to get, to the point where you can consider yourself a good player. So I will give you guys those tips, but one thing I can already tell you guys right now, this will take time. So this will take not only a week, maybe longer than a month. It will take you a long time to get good at this game, just because this game has been out for 3 years and people are gonna have a head start on you. Just be aware of that. Don't get discouraged, and you guys will get as good as other people if you guys just put in time, and you guys will be good. So yeah, that's about it. So let's get right into the video. Alright, so the first thing that I want to talk about is map knowledge. So the reason why I want to talk about map knowledge is so you guys can communicate with your team. So let's say you see an enemy player in a specific spot, you can call that out to your team. And if you don't know the name of that specific location, it will be very hard for your teammates to know what you're talking about. So here's a short example of good callouts and good team play.
Main stairs. Right, one meeting.
Nice.
Main stairs dead. Last one meeting.
Four last operator standing. Friendly last
Nice
operator
meeting.
standing.
Meaning.
Jumped in. Main lobby.
One step.
On main stairs. On main stairs. On
He's
bomb.
fusing.
Defusing.
He's sticking.
Stop.
No,
Stop.
off it. Main stairs.
Coming up. Main stairs. Main stairs. Main stairs. Main stairs. Nice, you won.
dude. Nice, GG.
Nice job.
Op 4 victorious.
So every single spot has a specific call out, and those call outs are universal. So everyone has the same call out for that specific spot most of the time. If you're playing in a team and you guys have different call outs, that's also fine. Just be aware that other players might not know what you will be talking about then. So just try to adapt your call outs to the universal ones, so you guys can actually play with like all kinds of players and they will also know what you're talking about. So don't just make up any call outs, just use the ones that are actually used by professional players and all that. And you guys can see those call outs in the bottom corner of your screen where the little compass is. Above that compass there is like a little name, which is usually the call out for the room or that specific location. So if you check the compass most of the time, you guys will start knowing what the rooms are called, and that's how you guys will learn all of those call outs very quickly. So this will take over a month, I'd say, maybe around 3 months, and you guys will pretty much know all of those call outs if you guys put in the work and the time. So that is probably one of the easiest points of the game, but it is also one of the most important ones. So yeah, that is pretty much it for map knowledge. So let's get into the next point. Alright, so the second thing that I want to talk about is aim. So the reason why I find aim so important is because people usually go through that mindset, especially when it comes to their aim of, yo, I'm gonna miss my shots, I'm gonna potato, this guy is way better than me. All those things go through your mind, especially when you start playing Rainbow Six Siege. So when I started playing Rainbow, exactly those things went through my head, and over time I got more confident in my shot and all that. And then at the end, like nowadays, I don't even worry about my aim anymore, because I'm just, I don't think about it. And once you stop thinking about it, because you're more or less decent at aiming, then you can focus on more important things. For example, game sense, your strategies, your team play, or how to execute a certain idea that you have in your head. But if you guys are struggling with finding your sensitivity or your perfect sensitivity, then go ahead and check out my video that I posted a couple of weeks ago, where I talk about how to find your perfect sensitivity. So I'll link that in the description below. And yeah, that is pretty much it for aim. So let's get right into the next point. So the next thing that I want to talk about is game sense. So what I mean by game sense is situational awareness. So what I mean by situational awareness is being able to predict other players or even be unpredictable yourself, especially in clutch situations, because in clutch situations it is very important to be very aware of the position of other players, and that's where game sound comes in play. So game sound also helps you out a lot, as in game sense, because you will be able to know where to pre-fire a certain spot because you heard a player in this certain spot, or you guys will know when someone's rushing you, and so you guys predict when he's about to pop up, you know, in your screen and all that. So game sense is very important in all aspects, especially if you're trying to outsmart another player. That's where game sense comes in handy. So game sense come over time, so your game sense can never be perfect, because in a 5v5 it is very hard to, you know, predict 5 players at once, and it is nearly impossible to always be perfect with your game sense, or being perfect at predicting other players, or even being unpredictable, you know. So just be also aware of that, and that's pretty much it for a game sense. So let's get right into the next point. Alright, so the next thing that I want to talk about is team play. So this is probably the most important point, just because Rainbow Six Siege is all about teamwork. And this works the best if you're in a 5-man squad. So if you're in a 5-man squad, you can work on strats, chemistry, and all that. So what I mean by strats and chemistry is, so give every single player in your team a certain role. So someone's a Thermite main, someone's an Ash main, someone's a Thatcher main, and all that sort of stuff. Because over time, a Thermite main is always going to know what he has to do next. So let's say he has to breach this wall and this wall. Or for example, he has to get this hatch and this hatch. So, or the Thatcher has to throw his Thatcher grenade in a certain spot every single time you guys play with each other. So it just becomes a routine, and you guys will work out what works best for your team. Because sometimes it is not gonna work out, so you guys are gonna know, all right, we are better at doing this than this, so let's just always do the thing that works, right? So why would you change anything when it's broken? You don't. So that's why you work on the things that you guys are good at, and as you're getting better as a team, you guys will get better, you know, in your overall game sense and all of that. You guys will improve as a individual player and as a team. So it is a win-win situation. So be sure to get a 5-man squad if you guys are trying to play ranked or whatever it is, because in a 5-man squad it just is a lot easier, and it just is way more fun to play this game in a 5-man squad. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Alright, so the last thing that I am going to be talking about today is mentality. So the thing that will make it or break it for you guys to get to that diamond level is mentality. So every time you go into a game, and I'll just give you an example. If you see a certain player in a game that you know because he is very good, so if you see that player in the other team, usually people have that mindset of, oh my god, this guy's on the other team, we're gonna lose, like there's no way we can win this game and all that. And I don't want you guys to think that. I want you guys to push yourself. Whenever you guys see a very good team, or even just a player on the other team, you guys have to be in that mindset of, yo, we can beat these guys, this is a challenge, let's get it, like we can absolutely do this. So the reason why I want you guys to do this is to get into that positive mindset, to try to succeed. You know, if you're already set up for failure, you're not gonna win a game. It just is like that, because every competitive team, or even every good ranked team, is ready to take up a challenge. And if you guys are not ready to take up a challenge, then Rainbow Six is probably not for you, because Rainbow is all about trying to improve, trying to play against better players for you to get better yourself, because you're not going to get better if you're always playing bad people, you know? If you always win, you're not going to get better. You also have to lose sometimes to know what you guys did wrong and how to improve. So always be aware of that. So mentality is also a very important point. which can make it or break it for you and your team. So it can also only be one person in a 5-man squad that has a negative mindset, and he can literally drag down the whole team. So always be sure for your whole team to stay positive and to not get into a negative mindset. Like, at the end of the day, it's just a game, and you guys are trying to have fun. So just be aware of that, have fun, and just stay in a positive mindset, and you guys will win games like it's nothing. So yeah, that is the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this tips and tricks video. A lot of people have been asking about this, so I was thinking about doing this for a long time, but I never really got the time to do it. But here we are, right? So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Please leave a like and subscribe, and comment down below if it actually helped you guys, and if you guys did watch the whole video, because I'm always curious about videos like these, because they're usually a lot longer and they're more like for, you know, for educational purposes, if you want to say it like that. So this is literally for the people that just started off the game, so you guys have like an idea of what to concentrate on or what to like target and all that. So this is more for the people that just started off playing this game. So yeah, but otherwise that is pretty much it from me. So have a beautiful night, day, evening, whatever it is for you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.